Hello student, myself Digan Sakhewala, I am your science sir. Today we are going to learn chapter number 13, magnetic effect of electric current. In this chapter we are going to learn about the solenoid. Before that we will revise something. So when we pass electric current, at that time in perpendicular direction also magnetic field is produced. That we understand by the Henry Oersted experiment. Okay, now that is only one wire. So because of that reason a very weak magnetic field is produced. But suppose we increase the number of wire more, n terms of wire, then what happens? The magnetic field is more and more powerful. By using this idea, scientists develop solenoid. Okay, so solenoid is made up of what? One insulating cylinder are there. On that n number of wires are wound, and because of that reason, from the each wire the magnetic field is produced, and total magnetic field is more powerful than a simple magnet. This type of magnet is called the electromagnet. Okay, solenoid, a construction like a coil made by a conductive wire wound closely and separately in form of cylinder is called the solenoid. So here you can see that one cylinder are the insulating cylinder are there. On that we wound the wire, and because of that reason what happened? Whenever we switch on the circuit, as electric current pass from them, as electric current pass on them, this each wire is act as a magnet, and total we get a strong magnet, that is called the electromagnet. Solenoid has n turns. The magnetic field resulting by it is n times stronger than the magnetic field resulting by the each circular coil. So here number of coils are as more, each wire, each turn is act as a one magnet, so ultimately they produce a strong magnetic field. Okay, from the figure we understand that the solenoid act as a bar magnet. So we can understand that here the solenoid is act as a bar magnet. This part is act as a north pole, and one another part is act as a south pole. So we can see that the magnetic lines are going north pole to the south pole. In inner region of the solenoid, magnetic field lines are parallel and magnetic field is parallel. Okay, you can see inside of it the magnetic field lines are parallel, as well as magnetic field is uniform. The magnetic field is directly proportional to number of turns and magnitude of electric current. Whatever the magnetic field is produced, that is because of the two reasons. First is the electric current and number of turns. By placing the iron rod in the solenoid, magnetic field increases and it acts as an electromagnet. So when we insert the iron rod inside, what happened? The magnetic field became more and more powerful, and we can use that as a electromagnet. Okay, so this is all about the solenoid. Dear student, last topic in that we understand that when we pass electric current from the any conducting material, then that conducting material is act as an electromagnet. Same thing we learn in the solenoid. Solenoid, in that n terms of wire are there, they are wound on the insulating material. So when we pass electric current, each wire, each turn is act as a magnet, so we get the strong magnet. Okay, and that is called electromagnet. Dear student, now we are going to learn that if one electromagnet come in the contact of natural magnet, bar magnet or horseshoe magnet, then what happen? Last period in that, or last lecture in that, we learned that when the bar magnet come in contact with other bar magnet which are having the dislike pole like north pole and south pole, then they have attraction. One electromagnet come in contact with the horseshoe magnet or bar magnet, then what happen, that we are going to study. Okay, here we have one metal strip are there, that is AB, and it is connected with the battery. So as we connect with the battery, what happened? When we switch on this metal strip or metal rod is act as a electromagnet. Okay, now as it come in contact with this horseshoe magnet, then there is either repulsion or attraction occur according to the north pole repulsion, and south pole and north pole attraction occur. Okay, so we will start force on current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. A current carrying conductor exert a force when magnet is placed in the vicinity. So here also force is produced, and that force is two type. One is either attraction force or the repulsion force. Similarly, a magnet also exerts an equal and opposite force on the current carrying conductor. So two type of force are there. First force is exerted by the electromagnet, this metal strip or metal rod, or second force is also exerted by the horseshoe magnet or bar magnet on the conductor. It was suggested by the Henry Ampere, founder of the electromagnetism, the direction of force over the conductor get reversed with the change in direction of flow of electric current. It is also observed that the magnitude of force is highest when the direction of current is at right angle of the magnetic field. Okay, so as we change the direction of electric current, okay, so the force is also changed. Okay, it is observed that the magnitude of force is highest. Force is when highest when the magnetic field and electric field is in the perpendicular direction. To understand that, we are going to learn about the Fleming left hand rule. So you can arrange your hand like that. This is called thumb, forefinger and middle finger. Okay, we want to know what is the direction of the force. So for that, first we will arrange our middle finger in the direction of what? Electric current. Now this finger, middle finger is perpendicular to the forefinger. It gives the direction of magnetic field, so they are in the perpendicular direction. And by the thumb we come to know that the direction of the force in the direction of the thumb. Now dear student, you consider this is nothing but x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So x-axis, on that what we have? We have middle finger. On y-axis what we have? We have on middle finger we have magnetic field, and the thumb it represents the z-axis, and it explain about the force. They all are in the perpendicular direction. If a direction of flow of electric current is perpendicular to magnetic field, the direction of its force is always perpendicular to it. So these all are field, we can say that electric current, then field and the force, they all are in perpendicular direction. It states that suppose if the forefinger, thumb, middle finger of the left hand are stretched in a way that they are perpendicular to each other, the forefinger and middle finger show the direction of magnetic field and direction of electric current, and thumb show the direction of motion of the force. Electric motor, electric generator, loudspeaker work on the Fleming left hand rule. So many appliances are there, they are working on the Fleming left hand rule. So again I will tell you, the middle finger shows the direction of electric current, forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field, and thumb shows the direction of force. Thank you so much.